At S&P Dow Jones Indices, we design indexes in partnership with clients. So this happens in really three key ways. One is where they take an existing S&P index and will provide some bespoke tailorizations where we remain the index sponsor and the benchmark administrator. The other two services that we offer are when we calculate a client's index, where we function as the calculation agent. So what a lot of people might not know is you can actually work with S&P Dow Jones to calculate your own index, and you can even use our family of indices as the starting point to create your own tailored solution, such as using the S&P 500 as the starting universe or an index component within your own proprietary strategy.
It's all about volatility. And if you look at the new digital asset class, it's a high risk, high return potential category. That means lots of volatility. So what we've done is we've taken the S&P 500, mixed it in with the digital asset to buffer that volatility. And that way we believe it can be made available to a larger investor base. What we did is we back modeled the different percentages, and our goal was really to find that sweet spot where we felt investors could handle a threshold of volatility, downside volatility, that they couldn't handle in a normal Bitcoin portfolio. For example, Bitcoin has had several years where it's been down over 50, 60% in a year. We don't believe most investors can handle that kind of volatility. So what we looked at it was, our threshold was how can we keep their volatility under down 30%? And that 75-25 rebalance monthly really was a good sweet spot because it still gave them the upside potential of Bitcoin and whatever the digital asset is that we're blending in, while at the same time giving them that comfort and simplicity that the S&P 500 brand has brought over the last 30 years.
So it's really quite a number of different trends, but I think one of the key things that we can see is a desire to adjust volatility. In other words, there's certainly a general market demand for a certain amount of stability and consistency. So we see a lot of that along with various thematic plays, and some of it can be a little bit regional. Like in Europe, we'll find much more exotic strategies that blend a variety of different asset classes. But certainly in the United States, measuring out volatility is something that we find quite common to clients.
Yeah, it's huge. We, especially from a financial advisor standpoint, a lot of financial advisors are not comfortable enough to recommend Bitcoin and other digital assets to their clients. That comfort level isn't there yet. So by having the S&P 500 index as the base of the portfolio, the advisors now have a bridge to expose in a smart way, in our opinion, to the high risk return performance of digital assets. So when you look at financial advisors, we believe for the first time, they can safely and simply move their clients into this space without risking the house.